All right, dead random here. Kai and I worked to the wee hours of the morning to get this set up. We had to do a whole bunch of stuff. We ended up having to flash the firmware on the F11 board twice because we overlooked a setting in beta flight. But I think we have it. I think we have it done. I really appreciate him. He kind of keeps me out of trouble, pushes me, and points me the right direction. We now have a working Cinewhoop. This is I call it a Cine Mini. So let's get this Cine Mini in the air. But this one is 4S, so we can fly with a camera, and I expect to put a camera on it as soon as I get this thing airworthy. So we're not going to put a camera on until we get it straightened out. So let's go get a flight and see if the props are right. I think everything's good. All right, dead random, flying the Cine Mini. This is actually the Pavo 25 reborn, yeah, with the Vista. So put the Vista unit in there because we're going to fly this with an external camera. So we'll put that little Go 3S on here, and we'll get marvelous video from the Go 3S. All right, dead random. Let's fly the Cine Mini. All right, hey, dead random here. I wanted to do a little test flight, or several test flights, of the newly reconfigured. This was the Pavo 25, and I had made a lot of mistakes with this. First of all, I broke the camera mount. If you look at this little tiny mount on the front, it's very fragile. It's not a very good mount. They have redesigned it. But it was flawed. You hit that just a little bit, and it literally breaks the camera right off. I happened to do that by about my second or third flight when I first purchased it. So I would go on to get those new parts, and I noticed that there were some soldering joints that were a little bit off, that the wires weren't quite on. So I decided to go in and just kind of touch those up. And in the process, I burned out an ESC. So I quickly made it into junk, and I put it in a box. Well, as the story goes, I had a 3-inch diatone, and I took all the guts out of that, and the Toka motors that were in it. These are 3600 kV, and we're going to fly it with 4S now. So yeah, so now it is a Vista bird. It was an 03 bird at first. I bought an 03 unit actually for it. I made the Mario with that, the Mario 5. Anyway, so now it is a Vista bird. It's actually carrying my original battery. This battery actually has a good story to it. It was the battery that I learned to fly with, and it's a high voltage battery that's still pretty good. But I flew my GEP-RC rocket with this battery. So it's kind of the perfect setup for the GEP, about the same size motors, maybe a little bit bigger. So yeah, I'm going to fly this. I'm going to throw an Instago camera on there. We're going to put the Instago on there. I'm going to fly it 4S. I'm going to fly it 3S. And just get some stick time. I really need stick time. And I will be flying it with goggles too. So this is all configured for goggles 2. Mads Tech talked a little bit about some issues. Well, I have to fly it with goggles 2 with Vista, but it makes goggles 2 still very, very relevant. And I'm flying also with the controller 2. So we've got controller 2. This one's still, no, I thought I had, yeah, I did release the stick, so we're good there. The springs for this stick, so. All right, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to fly it and get a little bit of video footage. The other thing I really like about this is you guys that are getting and ordered the Neo, this is about the size of the Neo, except it's much heavier with this battery. When I convert it over, where in the heck? Oh, there we go. To my 3S battery, it's going to be much lighter, so I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting with that. find out what 3S is like, and then you got to think, okay, the Neo is 2S, the DJI Neo, whenever it shows up, is 2S, so it should be a lot like that without the camera. And what I'm going to do is I'll do that, and I'm going to produce the video for the camera, because nobody wants to watch my flight video. Yeah, well, I guess I could put them both up. So, all right, here we go. Let's get flying. All right, I'll be back. Give me a second. All right, so I've got the camera mounted. See, this is why this camera is so good. We got 4K now, and we got super light. I don't know what this weighs right now. It's very close to 250 grams, very close. Probably a little bit over with this battery. Don't tell anybody. And I now have a monitor with this camera, so we now can monitor ourselves, and we're gonna fly. Let's go. Let's fire it up and see what happens. Let's get some. That's a good sound, and we want to hear that. And I'll probably launch it up maybe in front of me here a little bit so you can see it take off. Go ahead, and I'm just gonna go. Should I go? Yeah, we'll go hatless. Yeah, we got to go with hat. With hat. Then we got an issue with the goggles. There we go. Probably have to loosen up the goggles with the hat on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 4.27 volts. We're in horizon mode. All right, let's fly. Let's go ahead and get our recording going. We should be, yeah, we're recording. And let's watch it lift off. I'm going to try to lift off really, I'll go right underneath the fence here. Lift off and just take off a little bit right there, like that. All right, that should be good. Could probably loosen this up a little bit. The strap is a little tight. All right, yep, armed. And we're in air mode. All right, that was quick. Now this is the first time I've flown this quad, and I flew it in my neighborhood the first time, and it was a little bit sketchy because I wasn't used to it. But this one is meant to be flown straight and level, so it's different flying with when you're flying with the Vista. Not quite as sharp. So, but this battery is, I'd say it's pretty good. It's a 900. I remember when Kai talked me into buying this, said, hey, it's a high voltage, man. You can fly for days with that battery. I don't know. There's probably some battery sag now that it's as old as it is. But it's been in cold storage and warm storage and cold storage and warm storage. But yeah, we did get a nice punch out. But she's, I can imagine with 3S we're gonna definitely have a much shorter experience. We're gonna go through here, do a little bit of tree exploration here. Yeah, I'm able to control it pretty good. Let's stay away from those puppies. Let's go into here. This is why this area is kind of fun. It allows me to be a little bit more Cinewhoop-like. I would say it's a little heavy, you know, for this battery. It flies a little bit heavy. You can just feel it. Even though I'm not using a ton of stick to fly, this battery is probably just a little too much for this. And but it's still fun. Still fun. And let's go up here. Let's see. Yeah, I can still flip and turn. Yeah, it does a pretty good job. I was thinking that the stick rates were a little slow last time. And these seem to be just fine. I think it was first flight jitters that I had, where now I'm not so worried. I know what it does, and actually it's a lot of fun. So this is a 25, so we're flying 2.5 inch which for these micro, or well, not these tiny whoops, is really what is good for them. Here, let's see if I can get under here. Oh, I didn't get into there. And there you go. I got to remember my arming switch. We're good. All right. A little bit too fast maybe for a first time flight, but there we go. All right, dead random. Let's see, do I have any more left here? Let me turn the camera off. I just switched the camera off. Do I have any? Let's see if I should fly this battery out. I need to fly him out. Let's see. Here, let me put it on my car here. Let's see if I can reach out and get it on there. There we go. I just want to arm it and see where we're at. We're at, oh yeah, we got 3.83. Yeah, we can still fly. So I'm going to fly just a little bit longer. But I would say that this, the conversion to the, let's see, now I'm feathering the prop too much. The conversion to this was successful. I think you can do it. It took us a while though. We had a little bit of challenge getting it set up. We turned it from to a pusher, which made you flip the flight controller around. I think I put it on backwards. So you went through that whole process. But this 900 is definitely a battery you can fly with this. But I would just fly with 900. I would just fly straight and level. I would just do stuff like this. I think I have the camera at about 15 degrees. I had somebody ask me about that for the Avata. They go for straight and level flight. 15 degrees with this weight gives you I don't know, I'm going maybe 10 or 15 miles an hour maybe. So that's kind of, can you get under stuff? Do you have time to react? This one seems to allow you to react a little bit too. If we go through, by this table, you see how fast I'm going by that table? That is my low cruising speed. So see if I can get into the net. Yeah. I'm not able to get into the net yet. All right, I'll be right back. So I just wanted to give my camera a little break, a little stop action there. Let's go ahead and fire it up and let's fly it. I want to fly the next one. I'm not going to record my next flight. This is enough for today. You guys have seen enough of me doing park flying. But this one is now 4S 700, about 10 or 12 degrees. Looks like it sounds like we're, and everything, O2 is working great. So Vista is kind of perfect for this. Let's go ahead and fire up the camera. So Go3, I had 128 megabit card in there. So internal, and it's the best. So if you're going to buy this system right here, oh, it's vertical. It's I don't care if it's in vertical format. Let's see here. That's okay. I have no idea why it's doing that. It's the way let me do this over again. Turn that off. There we go. Now we're in horizon. There we go. 4x3, and that'll give us a nice big image. So I could probably loosen up the strap too. There we go. Perfect. There we go. All right, dead random. Guys, flying a Pavo 25 with the diatone guts. With diatone guts. All right. Who's to say it doesn't have guts? Oh yeah, 4S is just way better. And that's why the 20. I've got the Pavo 20 coming. The Pro. I just crashed it already. Gosh, that was fast. Use the freaking throttle. Let's go ahead and stop the camera. I want to challenge myself with a little park exploration. Here, we'll get it going again. All right, let's see. Let's do it again. What do we got here? There we go. Now I probably need to add some more tilt to the camera. I just want to get around the block here. There's a fire truck. There's some guys down there who are doing a little bit of gear. just putting stuff on. That's our local guys that are, oh boy, what is wrong with me? It's because I got the camera too low. Yeah, I gotta bring the camera up. Yeah, if you keep the camera too low, you lose the ability to turn, and because your eyes and your throttle are not at the right power band. You know, you can see that right there. So you got to make sure right there. But I'm trying. I can still get through this stuff. You know, I can still get underneath things and get around things, but my power band is, yeah. So get around here. But this is a fun little quad. The Pavo 25 is a nice size. Keep it in the park. You know, keep it in the park. I'm gonna stay away from that dog now. Somebody's over there. Even though this park says, don't bring your dog out here. It's okay. People don't listen. They don't follow the rules, you know. It's okay. You know, a lot of people don't follow the rules. And, you know, makes for the world much more interesting. Let me see if I can get around the school. I should be able to with the goggles too, and Vista. A little bit of breakup around the school. I still got video, and there is Wi-Fi in there, so not bad. So you just got to stay high. I think that's what are we at? 14.4. Yeah, which sticks else the dog will want. It wants to chase the owner there. 360. That person right there is walking. I'm trying to respect everybody's space, man, but it seems like aircraft are the only ones that don't get respect. That's okay. I've flown enough this morning. I got my flight on. I understand what the Pavo 25 is up to. Got the Pavo 20 on the way, 20 Pro, and the Pavo 35. There's a new Pavo 35 coming out, and I'm excited for those two. But this is very much like the Neo. So when the Neo comes, it'll be like this, but it won't have the massively awesome camera that the you know, I'm sick of I'm sick of hearing people talk about how you can make your Neo image better. Out of the box, there we go. Out of the box, it should be better than this. Okay, so if you're gonna fly the Neo and you want to know what your video is going to be like, okay, just look at the 4K from this Instago 3S, and you'll get pretty close to the video that the Pavo 25 or the Pavo at the Neo should give you. It should be very close to that. But this thing is great for the park. Neo size, okay, DJI Neo size with a 700 is more powerful than the Neo. Going to fly better than the Neo. And a lot of you guys are going to go, why did I buy the Neo? You're going to say, why did I buy the Neo when I could have this? It's probably cheaper, though, to buy this camera and to buy that. It's a lot more money. So, all right, I'm out of here. This is way more fun, though. I can change this camera out. It's not going to cost me anything extra, and I can change this out 100 times. All right, Dad Random, I'm out of here. Bye. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.